Hello and welcome to this solo playthrough of Commands and Colors Napoleonics in the series All GMT Scenarios in Chronological Order. We will be playing the Battle of Altenzaun, which occurred on 26th October 1806 in the afternoon. It comes from the expansion 4, which is the Prussian army. And as you see, I find two images which are totally public domain, so no copyright, no indication needed. The soundtrack, I always use a soundtrack which is a free one from Nesterhook and taken from Pixabay. So if you look for some short music scores, you can go on Pixabay, it works quite well. So there we are. Let's read the historical background and the scenario data, and afterwards we will play. So, the Prussian army fled north after their catastrophic defeat at the Battle of Jena-Auerstedt, trying to reach safety behind the Oder River. Hohenlohe, Blücher and Saxe-Weimar crossed the Elbe with Napoleon's army in hot pursuit. During the retreat, Ludwig von Yorck's Prussians fought a rearguard action near Altenzaun. Yorck had deployed his men in a strong defensive position with their left flank resting on the Elbe River. About 4 p.m. French cavalry approached the Russian position. They were greeted by Prussian light infantry fire and quickly retired. The French infantry then advanced along the Elbe to attempt to turn the Prussian flank. But Yorck quickly ordered his reserves forward, and the French were again turned back. A timely counterattack discouraged the French from any further action, and Yorck's troops completed their crossing of the Elbe unmolested. So as you see, it's a Prussian victory in a global defeat situation. The Allies won't win the Fourth Coalition War. But in this case, there was some, let's say they still had some teeth on the Prussian side. But it won't, of course, last, and there will be some other battles where they won't show the best of what they could. So here is the battlefield, just to underline the Prussian advantage. As you can see, they are in quite good positions here. In woods, on hill, okay, and there are a lot of light infantry around, 5 units, that's quite a lot. No cavalry, so that's it. And what can I say else? The French have the usual line and some light and cavalry, a lot of cavalry here. We'll see what they can do to approach this complicated line. The marshes are here really annoying because you must stop when you enter in them, so this could be really complicated to cross, and it would let some time to the Prussians to react. On the right, perhaps better if this battery could be destroyed or by cavalry. They are at least in the reach of those two. Those cavalry, I don't know, I think will scoot away, perhaps move and push on the right there. That should be the thing. But on the Prussian side, we have a lot of good positions. The leader are not stacked with units. Of course, they can support, but I think, at least for the artillery, it would be a good thing that the leader could enter the hex so that they don't need to retreat too easily. So 5 command cards for the Prussians and 4 tactician cards, which shows a slight advantage on the French. 4 iron will counters, and they move first, which means in this case they fire first, I believe. The French have 4 command cards and 2 tactician cards, which shows that they are not at the best of their situation. The Prussian player gains 1 victory banner for each card he plays. Each scout card he plays. So that's quite random. And the French gains 1 victory banner for each French unit that exits the battlefield from any Prussian baseline hex. So The Prussians should be wary not to let the cavalry slip away. That's the thing, I believe. The Elbe River is impassable, so that means all this part of the battlefield is out of reach of anybody. There we are. So here is the Allies' hand, force march, an order to all infantry units in one section. Okay, they can fire, they can move, and if they move 2 hexes, they only can battle if they are light or led by leader, etc. Bayonet charge is better but they cannot range fire. They only may not engage in ranged combat. That's quite annoying because another force march, what a hand, and recon force everywhere. So as I want to, let's say, start with firing on this cavalry, which is the only one which is really in my reach, I think a force march will do it, even though the infantry on the Prussian right are not many. So here we go. So, oh, sorry, it always, it jumps there. That's quite strange, but yeah, okay. So here we are, firing with 5 dice, if I get it right, yes. Oh, sorry, I needed to put the dice tray here. So there are 3 hexes, retreat, 1, 2, and they lose 1 hit. Special, take 1 hit. That's it. Oh, sorry. Yes, I understand. Here. There we are. I did it the proper way. And that'll be all. Let's hope they have better cards. As for the French, with less card, they have flank attack. Why not? Take command left, a lot on the left, fire and hold no, so I believe the flank attack would be the thing to do. So I have cavalry here. I think it could be interesting to move them, and lights here on the left. On the right we don't have a lot, but we'll gently move. Okay, so that's not mirific, but it will do. And here we'll perhaps start already annoying the guns, and the lights will move without being able to fire, of course. So when I have here cavalry attacking with something like 3, but I believe perhaps oh yes, as you see, the Prussians have artillery canister. I didn't look at their tactician cards. I didn't detail them. They can call forward reserves, but they'd have nobody on the baseline. Infantry melee leader, okay, break the square. They don't have cavalry, but at least they can play artillery canister, which means they fire first with 4 dice. That can be lethal. Not so much, but the cavalry attacks with 2 now, and nothing happens. So that will be complicated for the French in a moment, I would say. Well, the bayonet charge can be interesting. The force march less. Yes, no, it can. If I move everybody in the middle, I can do something good with them. Yeah, all infantry, and the light can fire. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'll do it in the center and have those light. Oh, they cannot really move. That's a problem. Because I would love to move them here. You see. But if I think they must stop if they enter leader's hex. I needed to check, but I think it's quite universal in Command Colors units. When in games, when you have leaders, a unit may move onto a hex occupied by a friendly leader. The unit must stop and move no further that turn. So they cannot go through him. So force march is less interesting, even though bayonet charge would. No, recon force could be. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. Yes, that's not too bad. I'm going to do that. So yeah, they mark this one on the left. That's the only one. So we'll have those moving also. Or should I have... No, I think they'll keep cool. No, then I'm not ordering those, but I'll order the leader here. What is his name? Sobe. Okay. If you want it. And here on the right, well, I will go and join the line here. Okay. And here we move there. Okay. So here we attack the cavalry, which can return reform. Not really. So it cannot, we're facing guns. That's interesting. Rules confirmation, it's only versus an infantry unit. So those little subtleties, and sometimes they jump from one system to the other and things are different. So they cannot return reform here. So 4 dice it is. I don't think there's a battle back possible for the French. No. They have infantry combat first, but not this time. So 4 dice with 1 hit, and they hit back with 1, which has no effect. On the other side of the battlefield, nothing happens, so we draw and end the turn. Off we go. So the French can try to escape and do something. I think I'm going to do that. 3 with cavalry attacking, this one moving away. We'll see what we can do. That's not the worst thing. On the left, really, it's not a good thing, a good place to do, and we are quite vulnerable for the moment. So attack right flank. So on the right, we have those. That certainly will do. Those. And those. So moving up here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was stupid. Sorry. Yeah, we still have 1. We'll be moving this foot artillery. So 1 here. 1 here. And here we 1, 2, 3 move here behind. So here we can attack because we are light attacker against those. With 2 dice, not too bad. Nothing happens, unfortunately. And that's all for the French. So a bayonet charge could be interesting because we can attack that cavalry perhaps before it's too late. We can do a not. Force march could be also interesting, but well, not really. Bayonet charge we still can go and attack, but should we? Or should we simply call it off? That's all. I think we'll bayonet charge. 4 or fewer infantry and they attack adjacent. Okay, yes. We'll do different things, but we can. The thing is that we have another bayonet charge just to move back some units. So 1, 2, and here 3. That'll be all. So, huzzah, huzzah, up we go. And here we join the leader, so we hold the side of the line. And here we're attacking the, oh yes, if they retire and reform, they move back here. So we won't, we'll try to, oh that's annoying. Okay. They'll try. they won't return reform. And down they go. Hooray! Hurra, hurra! No, that's Russian. Vorwärts! No, yeah. Wunderschön. That'll be all. Wait, there's a call forward reserves. At the end of your turn, you may be placed onto either hex with no terrain adjacent to a friendly unit. Yeah, it could be interesting. Now, the fact that there's a unit with it, does it change anything? Because I could put it anywhere because it has a leader with him, but I think it's not the spirit of the rules. But I can bring the leader next to the guns. Yes, I'll do that. So here we are. Okay, and we apply tactician card to those. So they can go here. Oh yes, I know it's dangerous, but let's go here. We're full of... and it prevents the light to fire on the artillery which are covering the French approaches. So yeah, not bad at all. Fairly aggressive, but not bad at all. So what do we have here? Fire and hold, we don't have a lot. Because those cannot fire because they're adjacent. Yeah, only this gun could do something. So take command any section. Yes, it could be nice to move things, but I think I will do something on the left. Perhaps move 3, and when they're adjacent they can move 1. Yes, 1 more. So attack left flank. Let's go. So off we go. Sorry, I'm ordering you, not looking at your stats. And anyway, we can enter. There's no danger entering marshes. Quite different from the ancients, where you have to roll 1 die, and if the symbol comes out, the unit loses 1 block. But of course, well, firing into and from it is annoying. -1. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, except of course it's only about melee, but there we are. And cavalry artillery may not even do a lot of things. No, not allowed firing from it, but that's not the question. No blocking line of sight, and you cannot form a square, so it's not the most ideal thing to do, but there's no cavalry facing us anyway. So they move, there's no combat, and we end the turn. Slightly rearrange my windows to have something more aesthetic. And here are the Prussians who have bayonet charge, force march, assault right flank. Assault left flank could be interesting. We could have a combined arms here, which will presumably, possibly wreck the light infantry here. Elan will be in time of desperation, which is not yet. So I believe assault left flank could be a good idea. And as you see, the module shows exactly what we need. That means it shows that only 3 can be activated. So we'll move over here. Right, okay, so we're attacking here with the support of the guns, those little blokes here. And the French don't have anything, I think. Just looking. Oh, yes, they have. Oh, they have. Combat, infantry combat first. So here they come. So first 4 dice. Ooh, that will be ugly. 2 hits. The leader survives. They refuse the flag because they can, and they have now 3 dice left. Ouch. 1 hit. So the French defended fiercely. Wonderful. So we can take command any section, let's say 1, 1, 2, 3, that could be a good idea, and bring them forwards before things go bad. But if we attack right flank, we have the advantage that those can fire already. And with the support of 4, 3, 2, 1, yes, We could, I think, attack right flank. I know, but it's yes, quite a tense situation. So better try to slow down the Prussian pressure here. So do you say right, attack right flank? So here we are. We're ordering those, and I would say cavalry will try to do something. No, but they're not on the right. Ouch. So there we are. So we'll be moving with those guys. Oh, that's not the best thing to do, but we'll do it. There we are. And here we're attacking with the support of the artillery in combined arms against those, which is 4 dice. And dig out 2, down they go. And the leader survives and will simply move back to the other infantry. So 1-1 banners. The game is still open. Here we are. So on the Prussian side, we can try to flush those away. I don't. It's quite dangerous or not. No, but I think if we have attack left flank, it's the place where things are happening. So yeah, let's try to get those out of the woods. If we can take the place here, we'll be in good position. We'll see. Force march, we'll wait for that, but they have good cards. The Prussians have good cards to react at the proper moment. So down we go here again. So we're attacking with the gun support here. 5 dice, and this time, and we have, oh yes, we have a melee infantry leader. Always play your bonus cards when needed. So there we are. It's okay. 6 dice. The French have nothing to we could still, yeah, we have nothing else to order anyway. The French have nothing to answer this time. So 6 dice could be could be bad for that light infantry. So 2 dice, yes. And they hit 1 back and 1 hit. And the leader survives. Courageous Mr. Kaiserlich. Oh, Kaiserlich. What a name. Strange name. Time for the French to do something. I don't know what exactly. Take command in section. Fire and hold could be interesting with the lights here, but they are the only ones. Cried for chasing, and those also. So is it the moment to fire and hold, or is it the moment to move slightly? To rally, perhaps. Yes, we'll try to rally at least, just have those. They won't survive more than that. So how many dice? 4 dice. So those will go up. 1. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, they were the only ones, so everything was made the proper way. The cavalry will move here. And here my question is, what should we do? Well, we'll try. I don't think that, no. Yeah, that's the thing to do. Because not firing would be waiting the spanking anyway, so the game shows me Sapper's card, but it doesn't work because they're attacking somebody in the open, so there's no application, no direct application. Just trying to look, what do the allies have? Nothing, so let's go for 2 dice. 1 hit. Leader survives and hits back with 1. And they must retreat or suffer a loss. I think they'll move back. It's not the ideal, but you know. Anyway, they don't have the choice. Stupido. So bayonet charge, I don't like that. Now, the only way to pull those out would be to use a force march or something like that. But they're all infantry in a section. Bayonet charge allows to move 4 anyway. And I'm not charging, of course. So 1, 2. The problem is that we're not allowed to range fire, so it will just be an excuse to maneuver a little. I think if they move here, it could be because they're not very useful anyway for the moment. So 1, 2. They go behind here. And those here, I could simply advance just to try to plug the hole a little against some escaping cavalry. But it's complicated for cavalry or any unit trying to exit by the enemy's baseline, because any flag pushed them back, you see. So the French, take command left flank. I think I will do that. Yes. On the right. There we are. There's no choice, so we gently move. Here we move. Here we move. We must stop. I think they still can fight. Yes, they don't say. You see, when you're in woods, you have a limit. Must stop 1 and yeah, may not battle the turn it moves into, except some units that like the light ones. But here, you don't have that exception. They just must stop. But of course, they're very reduced. They have 2, goes down to 1 because they're firing out to 0. So I think they cannot even throw a dice here. So off we go here. Against those, it'll be 1 die or something like that. Yes, 1 die, you see. Okay, no effect. Okay, now the Prussians, can they do something on the right? Yes, they can do some shooting here. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing the cards. Oh, I'm juggling and also cutting the mic between I move things, and sometimes I forget to put it back, so I had to re-record this battle. That's the secret of the backstage. Yeah, so a lot in the center for the moment. Yes, we could try to fire on those here, because if they group against us, I think it's more dangerous. Oh no, because those are very dangerous also. What can I do? Yes, we'll assault right flank and try to stop those here. Here we have slightly more ease to answer, I believe, but it's a rule of thumb estimation. So here we are, firing those here with 4 dice. Refusal of the retreat, and here against the same with 5. Nothing either. That was a bad turn. So what can we do? Do we have something on the take command any section? There we are. We can start doing grim things. Yes, that's excellent. Take command in section, of course, here. And here we have the valiant infantry punch. So here it's good because they attack normally, but the defense is less ready. Here we are in support, and here they will be able to fire. So first of all, they fire here. 1 die and 1 hit. And the leader survives. And here we come, attacking here. Just checking the allies have nothing. No, they have nothing. So 4 dice, 3 hits, and they cannot do anything else. So it's very tempting just to destroy them. I think I'll do that. It's always better. 4 dice. and down they go. And the leader moves here. That's excellent. And those anyway, they fire here, they have -2 and they have only 2 as a base, so no effect. So this is the end of the turn. Yeah. Yeah, the French have an inspired infantry leader, but as they entered woods with the line, they cannot use it. There we are. So what are we doing now? I would say Elan could be something nice to do. Oh, the scout would add them a banner. Oh, not too bad. I don't know. No, let's go for Elan. So 5 dice. Okay, 1 infantry. This one. And 1 cavalry. We don't have any. But we can designate another unit. So which one would be the most interesting? I would say here. Order. There we are. Okay. Because they can try to hurt a little. So here we're firing simply with 5 dice. If I get things correctly, 2 hits. That's excellent. Here, unfortunately, I think we only have 3. 4. 3, 4. Ah, yes, because it didn't move. Yes, that's it. And Prussians who don't move have 1 more. So there we are. 2 hits. The leader survives the onslaught and hits back with 2. No effect. So we weakened somehow the French, but they are coming with big guys here. Yeah, they can do some elan in counter-attacking. I think it's a thing to do. Fire and holds could be interesting, but we're in too much a turmoil here, so we need to move a little. So I'll go for an elan on their side. Possibly less powerful with 4 dice, you never know. So you have some infantry here. That's certain. Well, let's go for it. 1, 2, and there's a third one now. I think I'm going to smash into the artillery here, or here, yeah. There we are. I think there we are. And we'll move here. It's better, so we escape a little. Here we're moving here and here. Or should we? Let me see. If we remain there, yeah, no, though. Remain in the woods, but we move here. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. Sorry. That's right. Okay, so the Allies have nothing to answer. So there we are. Off we go here. Five dice. They refuse 1 because of the leader, but they need, of course, the first. Yeah. The first flag is 1 hex, and the second one is 2 hex. So they move back here, and the line enters the wood. So the French are taking the wood, advancing towards the Prussian. It will be complicated. And up here we attack the foot artillery with 4. 1 hit. Leader survives and refuses the flag, and 4 back. That's why it's good to have a leader with artillery, because it takes less hits and it's good not to have it retreat. So the cavalry lost 2 blocks, which is not the best thing. End of the turn. So what do we have? Bombard? No, that's not possible. Not really, no. So attack centers. We'll have the artillery here, infantry here. That's not too bad. And we can perhaps advance some troops or something. Perhaps move here. But yeah, I think it's the good thing to do. I forgot I had artillery canister last turn. No, anyway, I'll do it next time. That's always a problem when you're playing solitaire. You need to concentrate on both sides, and yeah. Probe center, attack center is the best thing to do, I would presume, and perhaps moving up here. And yeah, I think, yeah. Sorry. There we are. So here we are, and here we are. Or even here, I won't order them, no. And those can fire also. So first, I don't think I'm going to move, no, of course. First attack here with 4 dice. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And they must retreat. So that's bad. And here we are firing point blank with 4 dice. Could harm a lot. And it does. And here we sprinkle those lights with 5 dice. 3 hits. So that's very complicated for the French now to bring. Yeah, they will need to reform a little and find another way to have punch. Off we go. I mustn't forget the iron will on the Prussian side. I think I may have, but not so much. Yes, I could. Yes, with the lines there. Anyway, sorry. It'll be for another time. Fire and hold could be something to do. 2, 3, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, really. I would rather have them move away. Assault right flank. I think that's the thing to do. Move away. And yeah. Assault center. We not really on the left. Fire and hold. Yeah, I think assault right flank. They got a bloody nose on this side of the battlefield, so it's better to move away or to move it to some cover. And here they could move up with the infantry coming behind. There we are. No other. Oh, yes, they could. But really, I think they hardly have anything. Perhaps 1 die. Yeah. Oh, and they must. But they can, yeah, they can ignore the flag because of the leader. That's good for the Prussian. Okay. So scout right flank could be interesting just to bring some infantry here and to score a flag. That's good. Sorry, a banner. So up they go. That's a good thing they can do. Don't think they have the punch to do anything here. No. So that was just for fun. And drawn end turn. Bayonet charge is always interesting. And oh, it scores automatically. That's excellent. Really, the Mark Benson, who is the programmer developer of this module, didn't miss a lot, to say that in an euphemistic way. So what can we do? Attack center. What do we have in the center? We have cavalry here. Well, really, not sure. We're really mauled here, but if we could advance a little. Take command left flank. Yes, we could do that. Fire and hold is not. Oh, yes, we could try to. What was the best? I think we can wait here. Oh, not sure. No. Take command left flank. We need to move out of harm's way some units. There we are. So yeah, it always. So we'll be courageous, won't we? Here we are. Here. 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 Here we have 1, 0, nothing. But here we have 3, goes on to 2. The French has infantry melee leader. There we go. And the Allied have nothing to answer, I think. No. So 3 dice upstairs. 1 hit. Survives. Refuses flag. Hits with 3 because they didn't move. Oh, that's stupid what I said. Oh yeah, no, it's right. So they lose. And the leader happily joins his men. But yes, the Prussians are really defending their exit hexes well. So, what can we do? Bombard. I don't have a lot of units who can bombard. Just those. 4, 3, 2 goes up to 4. 4, 3, 2 goes up to 4. Yeah, bombard could be interesting because I can also move some artillery. Perhaps I'll put them there because when you bombard, you can. Yes. Order units up to 3 hex and not battle, or may move and battle with 2 additional dice. Oh. Well, I think it's interesting, yes. Let's go for bombard. So those who move 3 hexes here without being able to fight, but we're consolidating the line here. And here we will be firing on those. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 2, 3. That could be nice. Let's say here. 3 dice. Yeah. The Prussians win if they score. Yeah. Here it would be 4 dice. But there are 2 blocks. I'm taking the risk here. It's not the probabilities are, I believe, in favor of destroying that unit. If yeah, let's see. Oh, overkill. So the Prussians won. So they held their line quite properly. Of course, they lost some of the lights. But they still were able to hold their line, and they didn't have 2 bad cards, to be frankly put. But anyway, the French also had good cards. It's complicated. Here they managed to push out the Prussians, but that bombard allowed that gun to come. So it's complicated. Even if they of course, there's the Grand Manœuvre. They get out of the map at least one unit. All in all, it's a pleasant little battle. Of course, 5 banners is on the short and gamey or random side of things, but otherwise quite pleasant to play. I hope you had some pleasure also viewing my video, and I hope to perhaps record the next one someday, not today, but let's say, where are we? Where could we? What will be the next battle? Sedenik. Oh, that's even a shorter one. It's a cavalry only situation, as you see. Really, I don't like that much, but so there we are. Okay, there's a move first. You don't know who moves first, and afterwards a swirling battle with heavies on both sides. But I see the French have quite an advantage. So we'll see. But that's for next time. It's, as we say in French, music of the future. All in all, see you later. Bye-bye.